question, then I do my best
to give you the best answer I have.
You said when I lie, oh, I wonder why, but that depends on the question.
Let's go.
If it's did I really love you, yes. If it's did I really care, yes.
If it's why did I hurt you, I don't know.
If it's where we meant to be, yes.
CT, what's up, brother?
It's have I changed, I promise I swear.
These are my answers.
Hope you understand.
But could you answer one question for me?
Would you love
me?
Oh, yeah.
Even when I make you mad.
Would you hug
You right, Marvelous Monday, man. Let's get it. Especially when the times get bad. Jeff, good morning, brother. Let it rip when you come in from me. Yeah, man. I miss you people, man. I be running back to the weekdays. Can I ask you this? Do you believe our love will stand? Let's go.
I know it's not interrogation, baby.
You just want to protect your heart. Hey, happy Monday, man. Marvelous Monday. Uh-oh, good morning, Miss Westmoreland. Let's go. Maybe never even trust, sometimes even question your own heart. Good morning, Kelly. Down on your knees saying, God, what's wrong with this boy? I need you to realize that true love exists, so would you just answer this for me?
Would you love
me? Even when I make you mad. Good morning, Denisha. Would you
hold me? Yeah.
Especially when the times get bad. You trust me, girl. Oh, what up, Shaky? Enough to let go of my hand. Hi, Miss Willis. Good morning. Tim Taylor. Do you believe I love staying?
We asking questions.
Can I ask you these? Do you believe I love staying? Jessica Martin. Good morning. Life could get hard, but I need you to keep playing your part. What's up, Ron? I know sometimes, but I promise you now I'm gonna start, yeah. Need you to resist and calling us quits and will you just answer this for me? What's up, Tioka? Good morning. Even when I make you mad, would you hold me? Especially when the times get bad. What's up, Tate? Me, girl. Oh, yeah. Enough to let go with my hands. Good morning, April. Welcome to the morning cup of coffee. Y'all welcome April to the morning cup of coffee. I love what's changed. Oh, yeah. Sam, what's up? Can I ask you this? What's up, Mr. Walsey? Whoa. Yeah. Hey, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about that song. I ain't released that one yet. I wish I could bring April on here just so I could figure out how to say your last name. Good morning. Keofanasai, something. Well, good morning, April. Thank you for coming on with your last name. We like super long last names on a morning cup of coffee. Hey, check this out. So, we're gonna wrap it up. If you being with me for the last almost, dude, that was awesome. You like that, CT? I appreciate that, man. That's called We Love Stand. We're gonna be releasing that joint hopefully pretty soon. I don't know. At least an acoustic. We may just drop an acoustic version of it. Okay, so look, for the last week we've been going over the series called Time Is of the Essence. I gave it that name. Give me 1 second. I gave it that name deep inside of the series when it got started. And I appreciate it was a Morning Cup member that named the book that. So appreciate that. But we wrapping up that series. And so on today what we're gonna talk about is that's your favorite. Okay, I appreciate that, CT. So today we're gonna wrap it up, we're gonna bring it all together, we're gonna tie it all together, and we're gonna unpack, I appreciate it, we're gonna unpack the rest of it. And the last one, And this thing is strategically set up, man. You got 30 minutes with God. You got 30 minutes with yourself. You got 30 minutes of exercise. You got 30 minutes with your partner. And then the very last one that we're going to unpack today is the 30 minutes of service that you need to give somebody a day, every single day. The top one and the bottom one are most important too. Because, yeah, the 30s, Jeff, I'm going to bring it all together today, man. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to bring it all together today. In the world that we live in in a world where everything is import, export, download, upload. Time is of the essence, right? Thank you, Keith. I love you, boy. See, that's why you need people like that around you. You know, they further you. I appreciate that. But what they do, we live in a world where everything is import, export, everything is download, upload, right, Shaky? So if you think about the first couple of the 30s, right? The one of God, the first 30 minutes with you and God. Good morning, Caden. Price, what's up? That's that first 30 minutes. You know what that is? That's downloading. That's important. That's important. When you spend that 30 minutes with yourself, downloading. Important. When you're doing that 30 minutes of exercise, downloading. Importing. The first three are downloads and imports. And the reason why is because the next two, the partner one, when you get ready to share that time with your partner, it's a split. It kind of has a splitter. It has a splitter because not only are you downloading into your partner, but you're also uploading from your partner. Here's the trick. You need a partner that's doing those top two. You need those top three. You need a partner that's spending that 30 minutes with God. You need a partner that's spending that 30 minutes with themselves. And you need a partner that's going to spend 30 minutes walking on the treadmill, doing something. You hear me? You hear me? Because here's the trick. After you spent that 30 minutes with your partner, so that goes both downloads, imports, and exports, brother. That's what this whole world is. Now, I'm going to tie it in. Because we come down to the very last one. Somebody tell me what the last 30 is. Y'all got to forgive me. My sinus has been killing me since last night. Somebody tell me what the last 30 is. Not you, Lori. Bingo, too late. Too late. Too late. Service, Tioka, Lori. Service. Everybody, service. The last 30, LaShonda is service. Service, Elaine. Keep coming. Service, Denisha. Denisha, you live in a field of service. Serving others, Shaky, you right. Service, Keith. Check this out. Service, Jessica. Service. Come on, everybody. Service. We need them all in there. John Pace. Good morning, too, brother. Service, Tim. Service. Service, Yolanda. Ebony. Ebony serves me every day. Because every day I drop one of these morning cup of coffee, you know who's the first person to share it, pretty much? It's going to be Ebony or Laura. Service, CT. Denisha, too. Straight up. Tioka does too. Tay. But we can't post Tay's bond. Tay she popped up here. Oh, she just can't say nothing. She got to send mail to Lori to get on here. You and Jill. So send her a kite and we'll read it on the air. This Tay Renee says that the food is decent. Okay, no. Service. Listen, you finally get to the point to where now you're exporting. But the thing about it is if you haven't downloaded the first three, don't forget about, the partner when it goes both ways. It goes both ways. But if you haven't downloaded nothing, your last 30 is going to be worthless because you don't have nothing to give. You don't have nothing to give. You ain't downloaded nothing. You can't say, oh, yeah, what I do is I'll do my first 30 minutes on the thing flat, and then I'll do another 30 minutes at the peak, and this really helped me lose, You ain't downloaded nothing. You can't share that information. Tim, you can't say, well, yeah, man, yesterday in my God time, my first 15 minutes that I do in the morning, really it was just put on my heart to be like, to just tell you blah, 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 blah. You ain't downloaded nothing. You can't export nothing because you ain't imported nothing. The first three are all about bringing in so that when you make it to the last one, you can start to shell out. You can start to give out. You can start to pump out. You can start uploading on people. You can start exporting what you've gathered while you've been doing what you need to be doing. Tioka, you could use all of that you brung in to export it into someone else. Oh, it'll dry you out, LaShonda. It'll dry you out. You gotta have something. If I don't download music, how can I upload it somewhere else? So that your God in heaven, CT, y'all. You gotta get those 30s in, man. It's just an exercise. The same way we build these negative habits, you gotta build positive habits. Man, if you drop these tools, if you use these tools, man, it's being laid out before you. It's there. 2.5 hours a day. And what's crazy is you can bust it up in 15-minute sections. The average lunch break is what, an hour? The average is 30 minutes. If you drive to go get something to eat, it'll take you about 10 minutes. If you walk in to go get something to eat, take you about 5. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about what you're thinking about as you going to go do what it is that you need to be doing? Are you thinking about what you're thinking about? Are you using that time wisely? Are you thinking about that chump came home 20 minutes late last night? Are you thinking about, man, such and such in customer service, she gets on my nerves while you walking to go get you something to eat? Are you wasting that time? Listen, it's crazy is because if you grab these small increments of time, good morning, Latasha. If you grab these small increments of time and slowly but surely just change what you're doing with them. Easy, you got this today too, brother. I got it today. If you just change them, as you're coming out of your apartment and you're walking to your car, that 3-4 minute walk, are you thinking about what you're thinking about? Are you investing that time in you and your family members, man? Are you replenishing? Yes. Are you investing that time? It seemed crazy, but for real, it's really the full extent of being intentional. You have to get to a point, thank God that we have come, us, everybody that's on here this morning. Is it fair for me to say that we've all come to a point in our life where we want some type of transformation to take place in our life? Let it rip if you want some type of change to take place in your life. If there's something going on in your life that you want to see transformed, Ebony, thank you, Willis, that you want to see changed, that you want to see flipped over, turned over, pulled inside out, gotten rid of, thrown in the sea, just changed, transformed. Let that rip. If you've gotten to that point in your life, first of all, the first thing that you got to do, and see, this is where the world is messed up. This is where the world has gotten it kind of bad. See, there's people, the lady that you work with, your life, Felicia, your life. Here's the trick. The people that you sitting next to, and that you going to work with, some people you laying next to them in the bed, Ebony. You got them cuddling and snuggling. You got them pulled up close to you, baby. They haven't reached that point in their life to where they say, man, I need a transformation. I need a change. I was at service the other Sunday. I was at service this last Sunday, and the preacher says that you have to get to this point of transformation, or this point of acknowledgement that a transformation has to take place. We have to get there. It's kind of cool because he says that his happened when his son got married. So Shaky, his son gets married, and they go take the wedding pictures, and the wedding pictures come back, and the preacher get them. Pastor get the, what's up, Mike Jordan? The pastor get the wedding pictures, and he tells his son, who is that standing next to you? His son say, that's you, Dad? He was like, that cannot be. And he said, that cannot be me. And he say, that's Michael Jordan in the house. Thank you for joining, brother. That's when he got to his moment that something needed to change. There's people that you living around that they haven't got to that moment, right? When you've reached that moment, when you've climbed up the mountain and you've reached the pinnacle of that moment and you're standing in that spot, that change has to take place. You start implementing these 30 minutes in your life. Start being intentional with your time. Start being intentional with your thought. Stop wasting that 10, 15 minutes that you thinking about something that just ain't gonna get you nowhere. That's not gonna get you nowhere. He gonna keep doing what he doing. She gonna keep doing what she doing, acting how she acting. Maybe if you change the way you move, it'll start to be, import. Maybe you can start to export onto whoever you're talking about or thinking about. Maybe if you start to download more, you can put something in the atmosphere and it'll change the situation that you work in. It'll change what you decide to do with that hour and a half before baby get home. Talking to me. I'm not exempt. Talking to me. Because I've reached that point. I was looked at that picture and was like, that cannot be me. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, hell to the no. No, we gotta change that. Edward, good morning. Yeah, we gotta change that. So you start to implement these 30 minutes in your life intentionally. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes we be in the car, me and Lori be in the car, and I'll be over there praying like nobody business in my mind. Because it would be a situation where usually I'd be over there. I swear to God that I do this. Good morning, Teresa. I miss you and I love you. I'd be, hey man, I gotta learn this song. Man, I hope a lot of people come out to the show. Man, we gotta get back in the studio. And then next thing you know, she look over there and I'm sweating. But what if I was, man, God, I really need a guitar. Thank you for the guitar player. Watch over my drummer. He's been kind of sick. You help me to be a better steward. That's intentionally, listen, that's intentionally investing time. Dallas, Fort Worth, they take you 20 minutes just to get about wherever you're going. 20, 30 minutes to get wherever you're going. You can waste that time. Baby like a preacher. Baby probably still selling reefer. Baby in the hood getting happy. You can waste that time. You can waste that time, or you can intentionally use 15 minutes of that time. Small investments, man. Small investments. It's change, right? I'm gonna show you what happened to change. So we're gonna call the 30 minutes. If you bust them down into 15-minute increments, it's called change. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing with y'all this morning. I'm not. Okay. So I got some change. You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna spend 15, after I get off of here with y'all, I'm gonna bust up my 30 minutes with God in the 15-minute increments because I got some stuff I need to do, but he understands that, but I'm gonna be intentional and I'm gonna get my 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna spend about 15, 20 minutes with myself. I need to practice 2 songs. I need to learn 2 songs. And so I'm gonna put a little bit more change in there. I need to go to the bank today. It takes me about 10 minutes to go to the bank. It's across the street. I can walk. That's change. Just change. I ain't doing nothing with that time no way. I could be thinking about anything in the world that's going wrong. I could be thinking about something that I'm not satisfied with my children or with in my works, in my career, any of that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest that little bit of change from here to across the street, and I'm gonna spend that time either with myself or with God Hopefully I bump into some type of righteous deeds, great rising family member. Hopefully I bump into somebody out there, and if I can, I'm going to try to feed them. That's just change. You can feed anybody with $5 a day. Put that change in there. Keep doing that. This is what that change turned into. This is what that change turned into. This is what that change turned into when you use it wisely. What you gonna do with your change? What you gonna do with your change? Small increments of time. Small increments of time, man. Change. We ain't even talking about the money. We talking about change. We talking about spending a little bit of change to change your life. If you smart with the change, it'll change your life. Change. When you cleaning up, what you thinking about? Are you praying or are you worrying? Huh? When you going to go pick your kids up from school, what are you doing? Are you praying or are you worried? Are you plotting? Are you plotting? Strategizing. Oh, Keith said, yeah, ain't no question. Because once you change your mind, the rest is at your fingertips. Huh? When you going to go drop them kids off, after you get them dropped off and it's time for you to take that turn and you go to work, are you thinking about the business? Are you thinking about, should I take the steps today? Yolanda, what you thinking about when you're driving, sweetie? What you thinking about when you drive? What you doing with that change? That's change. You ain't gonna do nothing with that time while you sitting in the car. No, what you doing with that change? What you doing with that change? Ooh, that boy, hey, he talking this morning. Change. We talking about small increments of time that can lead up to a grand scheme of wealth. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Financially. Because once you get your mind on the right thing, that other stuff will start to pop off. Change. Yolanda, everybody thank you, Yolanda. Start that trend. Put change in the chat, man. Change, man. Change. Oh, my partner wanted to come on here. Change, man. Change. Just this. When you going outside, I'm gonna trick y'all. Keep going. Everybody put change in there, man. Everybody. Let's do it. Everybody today. Change. When you walking to take out the trash, Keith. What's morning? When you getting dressed in the morning, I know what you're doing. You worshiping. Willis, what you doing? Keith, in between first period. Okay, so you got athletics first period. When you ain't rapping with the boys and you on your way to second period, right? When y'all, all right, I'm gonna catch up with y'all at lunch. Woo, 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 woo. That small, that 2 or 3 minutes from this classroom to the next classroom. What you doing, Mr. Price? You thinking about last night's game? Are you plotting for a better future? Are you doing what they not doing? Using that change wisely. And step your hustle game up, man. I don't step your hustle game up. I need more rebounds out of you, buddy. I need more rebounds out of you, man. I'm just saying. I had to lay that out there. I love you. I love you, but I need some more work out of you, man. I'm gonna get to one of them games too. I'm gonna do my best to try to get to one before it's over. You gotta let me know when that season is. I need some more hustle out of you. Change, man. #1 podcast in the world. What you doing with your change, man? What you doing with your change? Pennies turn into dollars. If you collect them in the same spot, you can't have them spread abroad. No, you got to get it. Change. Y'all, Tay Renee said change. Live from jail. This just in. Change. You better start using your change and watch what you be saying to people on these social media stuff. Period. I started to say something to her about one of her posts and I let her make it. I'm on your road now. I got you on my list. Yeah, man. Change, man. Change is the challenge. Because what's so crazy is that the change becomes so minute and remedial to us and minuscule and small to us to where we don't understand the value of it anymore. That time that you're wasting could be that time that you wasted could be used to profit you in the long run. I guarantee it. Hashtag free Tay, man. Free Tay, Miss Westmoreland. Hashtag free Tay. At least you know if you go to Facebook jail, man, more than a cup of coffee got your back, man. Hashtag free Tay, man. My baby out of jail, man. We gotta get us some commissary money. Remedial. And small, yes. But you gotta be careful what you do with that change, man. Gotta go. Hey, I love you, man. I'll see you tomorrow too, Michael Jordan. Do something good for somebody today. Be intentional with your thoughts. Be intentional with your time. Try to check off those 5 or at least 3 of those 530s, man. Mike, you got it. I promise you to change your life, brother. To change, man. Man, y'all tell me if this not simple. If Tay Renee would have been using her change right, she wouldn't be in jail right now. She wasn't thinking about what she was thinking. I'm going to hit you up after this, family. I love you. I love you, Tay. For real. You gotta get careful with that change, man. That change can help you or it can cost you. Ooh, just came up with that. That change can help you or it can cost you. Have a great day, LaShonda. Go on to serve. Yes, ma'am. Do something good for someone outside of your job. Or do your job on a next level type, girl. Yeah. That change could hurt you or it could help, it could cost you. Keith said she in the Facebook Department of Correction. What are you doing with your change? With that time that you losing? If you spend that change right, it'll turn into this. That time that you driving to work should be praying, plotting, planning, thinking of what the next move is. Looking, head on a swivel for righteous deeds. Righteous deeds. No. What are you doing with your change? The goat, what up, why? What you doing with your change? Be intentional with that change. Elaine, have a blessed day. I love you. Be intentional with that. Man, 2.5 hours out your day could change your life forever, immensely, wildly, exponentially. Swear to you. You have to be intentional with that leftover time, with that change. You have to be intentional with that spare time that you have, that you spend thinking, oh, no. Think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about and use that change wisely. This change can help you or it can cost you. It can cost you. Use your change wisely, man. 2.5 hours a day. Remember the 30s, man. It's 5 of them. Good morning, Lisa. I seen you pop in. Good morning. It's 5 of them, man. Get those 30s in. Get those 30s in. Use that time wisely. Be intentional. Yolanda, we love you. God bless you. Be intentional with that time. Look, I got to get out of here. Drop me something, man. If you get 3 out of the 5s today, let me know. You never know what may happen for you. It's easy. Remember, God first. Hey.